Hello, peoples of YouTube. My name is You Should Know's Rambo, coming back with a new and improved video. Today, coming back with another philosophical talk. And before you guys are like, oh, you're doing it again, my channel, I can do what I want with it. And I know this is a very occasional series, but I'm gonna just go on and ramble a bit some more. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Really, guys, another thought just came into my head today. Well, again, I've entered high school, and the philosophy of high school really is sort of, I'm trying to keep my ethics around and, you know, all that good stuff. And, yeah, I bet a lot of you guys probably don't care about my ethical beliefs or whatever, but, you know, it's alright, at least to me. Anyways, really, I've been thinking a lot about love and relationships recently. Just, honestly, I've been just honestly thinking about it. Can't get out of my system. Seriously, like, I've literally seen so many couples looking so, like, romantic at my school. Like, seriously, it's actually starting to drive me crazy. I tried confiding in my friends the other day, and me and my writer friend Sandwich were actually talking about it. And basically all he told me was that, well, they're probably going to be dropouts. It's not always the case, but alright. You say so? I'm just kidding. I doubt it. I mean, I don't think a girlfriend would throw off your... see, I'm stuttering, sorry. Alright. Anyways, really, I've been thinking a lot about it. Honestly, it's been kind of bugging me recently. I'm just like, come on, I feel a bit lonely. You know? Like, I have all these really great friends, and I'm not trying to diss them and all, and I'm not trying to, like, diss you guys, but, I mean, I don't know. I've just been kind of lonely, you know? I'm just kind of sitting around doing nothing really. You know, I know some girls in the neighborhood, very nice people. You know, there's some who are kind of bitchy, but, you know, there's some alright people in my neighborhood. You know, I have cousins who live in the neighborhood, so they're really great people. You know, they have, like, a bunch of friends compared to me. Seriously, like, you know, I'm kind of a shy person if you knew me in real life. Like, seriously, like, you know, if you knew me in school, like, seriously, I don't speak up that much. I'm kind of a quiet dude. And if I knew you, I'd be completely different. I'd just be, you know, outspoken, very thoughtful, and yeah. So yeah, I decided to vent by going on my Wattpad page, and I know a lot of people actually have, you know, surprisingly, one of my friends actually asked me about it. Now, you know, why don't you link? He's like, why don't you link it? You know, you talk about like your writing all the time. You know, why don't you link the site? Well, it's on my, like, About page, so if you ever want to go to my About page, it's there. But I'm going to start linking it again. I didn't even know if people actually cared about it, because, you know, you guys know same old Rambo, you're just like, oh, it's one of those people. Not that bad, you know, you gotta like books and all. I mean, I know a lot of you guys don't really like reading that much, but I have some pretty cool poems on there if you want to go check them out. I like to call them rap poems, just because I kind of envision them as raps a little bit, but, you know, that's just my personal thoughts. But, anyways, back to the subject. Honestly, I've been venting a lot on Wattpad recently. A lot about things that don't even have to do with love, but I'm actually writing one about it right now. Just kind of like, you know, I'm like, I need to write me some stuff right now. I feel like it, you know. And I met this girl, like, I've been very unlucky when it comes to love. Like, seriously, like, I've been very unlucky when it comes to, like, love and relationships and all that good stuff. And all that jazz. Really? Like, there's some personal friends on here who know me and just know that that's just sort of a deal. Like, I don't really open up about my personal life that much. But let me just admit, in my past, I've been extremely unlucky. Really, just, I mean, I don't know. The girls I tend to like are just, they don't really like me that much. They're just kind of like, oh, who's this shy, weird kid sitting in the back? You know, just sitting around, you know, reading a book, you know. You know, just, you know, sipping on it. Okay, I don't sip on Cokes in class. It's not a lot. But seriously, like, you know, just kind of like, man. I mean, seriously, I feel kind of this presence, you know. I just, unlucky, really. I don't want to open up, like, you know, just, I really don't like opening up on YouTube. But seriously, I've just been, and when you see a bunch of people, like, in a relationship, and they're really happy. I've even seen some lesbian couples, but seriously, like, you know, I've even seen some, like, gay couples. But, you know, like, when you see, like, anybody in, like, a relationship, you just kind of get that feeling of envy, just like, oh my gosh, you know. You know, I mean, I love Christ, trust me, like, you know, but, and I know, you know, he says that, you know, don't do that, you know, don't wish for things other people have, but, I mean, come on, it's kind of hard, like, seriously, like, jealousy is very, very easy to get very snatched into it. I don't really get jealous over people that much, you know. If you knew me in real life, I am a very humble person, so I guess you could say I'm a very blessed person. I tend to be very, you know, humble about things, you know, I get and stuff. You know, I don't really like. I actually hate bragging about stuff. Really, I find no use to it. You know, I feel it's just kind of this ridiculousness. You know. Oh, Ace just favorited my tweet. I just posted a tweet like a couple minutes ago. All right, yeah. Shout out to Ace, aka Captain Creatures. I don't know why he keeps changing his YouTube channel, but much love to the guy. I still love that guy anyway. He's a good homie of mine. Love that, bro. By the way, thanks for the retweet. Love you, bro. Anyways, yeah, free nod. But yeah, me and my friend Chicho were talking the other day, just, you know, about school and stuff. He's just like, you know, you mention your writing all the time. I'm like, wow. Alright, okay, off subject. Okay, very unlucky when it comes to relationships. Like, seriously, like, I mean, God, just, I mean, no one really likes me that much, you know. I've always talked about it, like, you know, no one's really, I'm known as that shy kid who sits in the class, does literally nothing, and just does his work and, you know, gets it over with, you know. Yeah, I guess you could consider me a nerd, you know. I'm not a very rowdy person. I don't like being loud that much, unless I'm by people who I know and I'm very close with. You know, I'm now if you were my close friend, then you'd know I am a total nut job. Like, I'm a goofball, seriously. Like, I'm just, you know, I mean, I'll be serious, but I mean, I'm just fucking, you know, I'm just fucking around. No, seriously. Okay, yeah, like, the last girl I actually, you know, I've never said this, but I've actually fell in love with a girl before. Like, seriously, it's a very different, like, I mean, there's some girls you'll just be attracted to, you're just like, ah, yeah, alright, that's cool. But, like, it's very rare. Like, seriously, it's very rare. Last one, seriously, she actually just moved. Like, seriously, it actually broke my heart. Like, seriously, I'm like, oh man, damn, could have done something. Like, I mean, it was there. Like, seriously, like, I mean, we didn't really know each other that much, and I really wanted to get to know her and all that. And I mean, also, what gave me inspiration to this commentary, seriously, is just this whole. Like, in high school, there, you know, people are holding freaking hands, you know, walking around the hallway, people smooching in the hallways. Seriously, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm mad about it, like, that just sounds cold, you know, just like, why are you pissed off about people being happy? Okay, if you have a girlfriend, that's great, power to you, man. I don't hate you, it's just, like, come on, like, I mean, I've had a pretty tough road, like, seriously, like, I mean, no, I'm not saying, like, you know, I mean, I have, yeah, okay, I have an easier road compared to some, you know, I have a very great life compared to other people, you know, I have, you know, I have a family who loves me very much, you know, but when it comes to school, man, I mean, social people just, I don't get it, you know, like, you know, really, I don't know what to tell you, just, I mean, honestly, I've just kind of grown, like, you know, that's why I'm kind of disillusioned with society, just, you know, people. Here's the thing. People in my school, it's just kind of this, and if you've seen the show Darla, and it's a spinoff of Beavis and Butthead, it's kind of like that, you know, it's really kind of like that, it's you know, I really don't understand, you know, it's like, these are the people you know in high school, you know, like the jock, the cheerleaders, you know, just, you know, all that. If you've seen Mean Girls, which is actually one of my biggest guilty pleasure movies of all time, just let me get that out of the way. Honestly, you know, I don't get it. Like, I mean, another big guilty pleasure for me is The Village, but, you know, interesting ideas, you know, very, but, okay, moving on. I really just get kind of depressed after a while. Like, not really depressed, because, like, people are always like, oh, you're a scumbag if you say you're depressed and all that. I'm not actually depressed, guys. I'm just saying, you know, I get in this kind of really just tired state where you're just like, come on, seriously? Like, are you serious? Like, you know, if you go on my Wattpad, I kind of open up about, you know, what I kind of have done during my life and all that, and all the stuff I've kind of been around, so you can get a better perspective from there. But, you know, then again, I'm a very ambiguous person, so, you know, no one really knows me in real life here. Well, actually, a lot of my personal, like, really good friends actually do follow this, so they know me very well, so, you know. I try to talk about, like, real issues, you know. I try to be an honest person, you know. Like, back then, I kind of was just a kid messing around, and now I take this much more seriously. So I'm like, you know, I want to leave a positive look on people. Now, I may not always do that, because I've had friends and I who've argued about that, like, you know, are you really positive? You know, but then again, back to this whole love thing. Seriously, you know, most of the high school couples I've ran into, it literally just makes me feel bad, because I'm a very empathetic person. So, you know, like, when I see them break up, it just makes me feel just... You could call me weird. It's just... You could call me weird. That's great. But seriously, I feel bad. I'm like, oh man, you know, I mean, I'm like, you know, those people are actually happy. You know, I'm glad they're happy. That's the big thing. You know, I'm like, are you, you know, and people are just, you know, they think it's commonly weird, and I don't necessarily think it's weird, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to be a little empathetic in this world. No one likes empathetic people here. Just, you know, if you've ever noticed that, it's just kind of like, you have to be kind of an asshole if you want to live here. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you guys are assholes, but I'm just saying, you know, like, you know, I mean, I can be an ass. I mean, anybody can be an asshole, but seriously, like, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of either assholes or the, like, weak, nerdy kids who actually are empathetic about people's feelings and all that good stuff. You know, I mean... I don't know, my group, really, we're just kind of that group who just sits around and literally just kind of cracks jokes at each other. We kind of play off each other all the time, and that's kind of why I love my group of friends. I just love how we play off each other, you know, just, we sit around at the lunch table, you know, we're just kind of, we crack jokes at each other, you know, it's fun. Yeah, I love it, you know, just, it's kind of like, it's like King of the Hill, you know, yeah, Hank and his friends, they're always cracking jokes at each other. You know, it's kind of like the Batman show, you know, if you've ever seen Almost Got Him from Batman, the animated series. Kind of like that, you know, we're just kind of sitting there playing cards, eating lunch, you know, sitting around, just, you know, kind of like, you know, but yeah. Anyways, but, back to this whole love thing. I know I'm getting off subject a lot, but really just, I kind of get this feeling that it only goes to a particular people. Like, I mean, I've met plenty of people, like, even really scummy people who I think shouldn't deserve happiness. They just, you know, apparently their common swagginess gets them a girlfriend or something like that, or a boyfriend. And I know these people, like, they're not very good people, you know, just, you know. And then there's people who are like my friends who I know who are much more, like, you know, popular than I was. I'm like, oh, jeez, really? You know, like, my two friends came over the other day. Like, seriously, there's these two friends of mine. I'm just talking to them, and they're just like, oh, I have a girlfriend. Literally, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, ah, man. Not like, you know, I'm not feeling bad about myself, I'm just, you know, maybe I'm better being single, you know? Like, maybe, but back to the subject, you know? They're just talking about it, like their girlfriends, you know, how cool they are. I'm like, damn, you know, seriously? I mean, come on, I really would, you know, I would really like to have a girlfriend. I'd really like to have an experience. Okay, only girlfriend I've ever had was, like, last year. It only lasted about a week. Seriously, I'm not even lying. Like, seriously. Here's the thing. Friend did it. And now that girl ignores me. Like, I feel so bad. Like, seriously. I made really good friends with that girl's friend, actually. You know, we're still very close friends to this day. But, back to the subject. Very good person. I haven't told her about my YouTube channel yet. Really need to, man. I really just need to tell her, man. I don't know. I don't really like telling personal friends of mine about my YouTube channel. Just uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable doing that, but, you know, I only tell really close friends, so it's very selective. So, honestly, love to me is just, let me get back to love. Guys, love, always been sort of a struggle for me. So here's what really inspired this commentary. The other day, I'm just sitting in class, and I walk into class, you know, I have my big giant book with me. By the way, frickin' people's history is so frickin' long. Like, not complaining, because I actually really like history. But, dude, it is frickin' long. Like, seriously, 22 frickin' pages on the first chapter? Jeez, I don't even write books that long. Like, God, this dude had a lot to make. I mean, it's really good. I mean, if you read A People's History of the United States, it's a phenomenal book. Like, seriously, if you ever read it, it's a phenomenal piece of work. But, just, god damn, 22 pages? It took me like a whole day just to complete one chapter, and today I completed chapter 2. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, seriously, it's one day at a time, you know? And at high school, what sucks is, it just kind of... Okay, hold on. At high school, they just kind of suck the time away. Like, seriously, it's like... You know, and it just sucks the time away. Like, seriously, just... You know, just... Oh, my God. Just, you know, just... Burk, man. Really don't know what to tell you. I have no idea what to tell you on that one, but really, just honestly, you gotta love the people. You know, you gotta love, you know, I mean, yeah, last time I fell in love, she just, okay, I really just, you know, I don't want to talk about that, but, you know, just, I kind of knew it was hopeless from the beginning. It was just kind of felt like that childish crush you have. But, I mean, I really felt this girl, and the sad thing is that, she kind of left. I mean, we're good friends now, but I just kind of feel bad. I'm like, you know, I wish she would have known me then. You know, I wish she would have... like, I wish she would have known me a little bit more then, you know. Because she knew people who didn't really necessarily like me. And, so, yeah, she basically kind of ignored me the whole time. So, I mean, yeah, she did leave me a good, you know, message on my yearbooks, and she said I was pretty cool, so, you know, if she ever watches this, thank you. That meant a lot to me. Seriously, I just felt so just distressed. Like, seriously, like, if you ask some of my personal friends, I was just distressed about the whole thing, you know. I'm just like, oh my God, just, you know. I even wrote something about it. Seriously, I was that sad. You know, this was actually pretty recently, but still very sad. But yeah, I met this girl. She looks kind of like me, you know. She's kind of alone. She's kind of loner. You know, she's sort of now, I have friends, yes, but, like, she's really new. Like, this girl who I met, she's very new. And I really wanted to get to know her. You know, I'm like, you know, maybe I can relate to this girl. You know, maybe I can, you know, get to know her pretty good, you know. Like, I met some really nice girls in my time. Like, seriously, like, you know, there's a lot of mean girls out there, but there's a lot of really nice ones out there too. You just gotta kind of find them. But really, just, you know, you gotta love all the people. But, you know, just, man, I mean, there's some good people out there who are, like, really nice ladies, really nice girls. But really, a lot of, like, I mean, no offense, but I mean, just some of the girls who I know are kind of just, you know, rude. You know, yeah, just kind of a, you know what, I don't know, really, honestly, love when it comes to me, very unlucky, you know, just, I fell in love with this girl in first grade, and this was actual, like, I fell in love with this person, and, you know, I kind of moved on from that, and I've actually met girls who've actually liked me, and I'm actually really surprised, like, I'm just, you know, sort of surprised, I'm like, you know, I don't even know what to say, you know, I'm just like, oh, man, how do I respond to that? I've never heard that, you know, I've never heard that. That's the sad part. Never really heard that girls have actually liked me. See, I like people who actually like me because I'm me. I'm Britain. That's my real name. You know, I'm Rambo. This is me. This is what I do. This is what I think. You know, people care about what I think. I actually like when people actually give a shit about what I think. You know, I just, you know, people are just kind of ignorant to that stuff. You know, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to be with you. You know, I don't want to speak with you. It just, you know, it's kind of a weird, just, you know, I'm kind of feeling a bit, you know, just, it's kind of, I don't want to be with you. You know, if you don't care about what I think and all that, then, well, you know, because people think I bitch about society too much. You know, a lot of people tend to do that. I just tend to go, you know, like, you know what? I think my society is sort of sucking right now. You know, it's really just kind of, you know, life sucks. Like, seriously, like, I mean, it really can suck. Like, I mean, I listen to a lot of Hobson, and he actually makes me pretty fucking sad at the end of the day. Like, seriously, I'm just like, damn, shouldn't listen to that. I mean, yeah, me and my friend Ace were actually talking the other day. Like, he commented on my last philosophical talks. I'm like, he's like, damn, dude, these things are long. I mean, he really loves it, but he's just like, damn, these things are long. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I have a lot to talk about. and I usually blab in them. So, you know, I really... Honestly, guys, if you ever fall in love, just know either the girl likes you back, either talk to her, which that was kind of my mistake, sort of, because usually it's kind of like a contest, you know, who can get to the new kid first. Fortunately, on this girl's situation, I actually talked to her first, so I'm like, you know what, I actually might, you know, grow to like this person. You know, I really have no idea. But in high school, you know, it kind of gets a little depressing after a while when you see, you know, girls and boys and sometimes gay couples, you know, walking around, you know, they're just like, oh, we're so, you know, like, they're just kind of flaunting how romantic they are. It's kind of like, it kind of makes you sad. Like, seriously, I'm just like, damn. Like, I mean, yeah, you're probably going to like, Rambo, you're beating yourself up too much. Yeah, I know. I acknowledge, but, you know, I've actually written about this, so, you know, yeah, Wattpad in the description. Actually, there's an annotation that might be on the screen, so I'm going to do that, so... You know, I'm gonna start adding Wattpad to my YouTube again, because I used to do that. No one really clicked on it, so I kind of felt bad. Stopped doing it. I'm gonna start doing it again because people actually started asking about it. So thank you so much to that person, aka Cheeto, for doing that. This is the end of that philosophical talks. You guys, feel free to put your opinions down below. What do you think about love? Really, it was kind of just a blabberment, but really. Love can suck sometimes. Really, guys? I mean, I bet a lot of you guys are probably going to say, oh, I agree, but seriously, put your opinions down there. I would love to know. Please, let me know. So, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. My name's Rambo, and I will hit you guys up later. See ya.